All right, we're back, and the party has left Amber's Peak, sailing down the river. Darkness has fallen, early evening, and we'll figure out what they're wanting to do. So what are we wanting to do?
Early evening. It's now dark out, right?
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Or kind of get here. Okay. I'd like to. Is it kind of like a prairie forest area?
Yeah, it's all everywhere around here is grassland, just rolling grass everywhere.
Okay. I'm hoping to spend some experience and get the Path of the Beast talent rank 1.
Ooh,
That's
talent.
where I can acquire an animal.
Ooh.
Because we don't have enough.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, I'd like to acquire a raven if I could.
What?
Oh, that
right.
be on my shoulder or something.
Yeah, send that to the chat.
Yeah,
That talent.
Oh, by the way, my child has requested that I search for an oxalotl
What the
somewhere in
Oxalotl?
Forbidden Lands. Yeah.
I agree.
So George, if you can find an oxalotl, that'd be pretty cool.
Gosh dang it, sorry.
I told her I had a pig named Tulip. She's pretty excited about that.
Ridiculous.
Did it go to the chat?
Yeah, okay. You have gained an animal as a trusted companion. Okay. Can't be a riding animal. Your animal can scout for you. Spend a willpower to send it ahead to check the place. Oh, that's cool.
I know, right? I've been thinking about that one for a while.
Okay. Doesn't... Stand by.
Is there something else I have to do?
No, I was thinking Syl already had that, but she doesn't. Okay, yeah, for this talent, to get a new talent, you have to do a wits roll.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Very good. Yeah!
All right. Yeah, go ahead and spend the XP.
So I imagine I'm there on the shore and I'm just like looking around. Somehow maybe have like a piece of meat or something shiny. No, I don't know. Trying to coax a raven to that I could train and have as my companion.
That's awesome. What's it called again?
A raven?
No, what's the talent?
Path of the Beast.
Oh, Path of the Beast. It's not a general talent. It's a...
No, it's a hunter's talent.
Oh, okay. Very good. Path of the Beast. Fire. Yeah, pick the type of animal.
From page 126 in the Game Master's Guide.
Scout for you. Okay. That's awesome. Okay. So, now let me add a little,
Ooh, gotta add the...
Add a character.
How do you do that? Oh, it's like Tulip or Jag or something, right?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So what do? You coax it with like little chunks of meat?
Yeah.
And it's a raven?
Uh-huh.
Okay. This little black bird, there's a bunch circling, and okay.
I'm now thinking of a name. I haven't come up with a name.
Yeah, you see a circling bird, and it comes down and pecks at the meat, and it just kind of like is turning its head and looking at you with side-eyeing you, and yeah, you spend the next while here like throwing little bits of meat at it, and it will grab it and pick it up and gulp it down, and it ends up it keeps coming back to you, it keeps coming back, and eventually you spend time with it and you like pretend to throw something out and it doesn't even fall for it. It you can tell it just understands what you're trying to do, and it for right now it seems like it's interested in hanging out with you for now. That's really cool.
I think I'll name it Edgar.
Edgar.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I saw
Or Alan
that.
or Poe.
Yeah.
So it's like Edgar, Allan, or Poe.
Yeah. Okay. That'll take me a sec to.
Yeah. You don't have to do that right now.
Okay. Yeah, I need a second to do that. But okay, cool, very good. So that's what you're gonna be doing till midnight. What about the rest of you?
Are we? So I mean, are we moored along the shore? Or?
Sure.
Okay. I wanted to practice using my new axe.
Okay.
Thing.
Your new. Okay.
Do you have a name for it?
No, I haven't come up with a name for it yet. I need to. Somebody suggested wait until its first battle and let it be named then or something. I like that idea. I think that's good. Maybe even maybe that's tradition and among dwarves is that a blade is only named actually wasn't that from Lord Hobbit or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's
when
cool.
when he got found Sting,
yeah.
One of the dwarves said is only great weapons receive names, that one's more of a letter opener or something like that. Cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
Okay.
But I do want to practice.
Yeah. Okay. Syl, what are you up to?
I'll practice what I learned with making bows and arrows.
Okay. Do you want to actually craft some, or can you?
Sure.
Well, you need wood and a knife, right? That's what you need.
I've got a knife. Is there wood nearby? I could go get a piece.
Oh, by the way, when I was looking, speaking of arrows, real quick, because remember we were looking at the,
iron tip arrows.
Yeah, and wood. Did you see that? Like, what's the purpose of having two different kinds of arrows? Did you see that?
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay, yeah. So, yes. Okay, gear. Arrows. I don't want to misquote it. I was just looking. Arrows. Okay. So there's there's iron head and then wooden head arrows. The iron head cost twice as much. They take wood and iron, way more expensive. What's the point? Okay. So iron head arrows work like what we've been doing, but there's wooden head arrows and they work like normal too, except armor that you hit counts as double. So like if you're shooting an iron arrow at an enemy that has 3 armor die normally, then it rolls 3. But if you shoot it with a wooden arrow, it gets to roll 6 armor die because it basically makes whatever you're trying to hit, that armor is twice as powerful. Trying to resist a wooden arrow. Trying to resist a wooden arrow compared to an iron arrow.
Okay, so wooden arrows would be great against monsters, and then iron arrows would be great against armored opponents.
I don't know. I mean, anything with armor. I mean, whatever the armor is, there's all kinds of. There's leather armor. There's metal plate armor. There's hide. Like a big animal or something. It's got like a super tough hide. That's an armor roll. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Anytime a creature has or a person or what enemy has an armor rating, if you're shooting it with wooden arrows, it just gets to double it. So there's really no point to ever using wooden arrows except they're cheaper to make, and you don't have to have iron. So like you here out in the woods like this, if you were gonna make arrows, and all you had was wood and a knife, then you'd be making wooden arrows. So if you're wanting to make like the arrows that you've been basically using this whole game, you'd have to have wood and iron, and you have to have it's like much more expensive to. Anyway, just so I actually found out there was a difference.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so
I just adding it to my inventory.
Well, you don't have any wood, right?
No, not specifically.
Yeah, so if you wanted to do this, you'd have to like spend 6 hours collecting
Retroactively that we got some.
that, or like you can spend time collecting wood and then making
I could do that.
Okay, if you want. I mean, I'm just saying you guys
People
are
with the smithing talent.
you guys all have plenty
Okay,
of
so
you guys all have plenty of arrows, so you don't need it for anything right now.
no, just to pass the time and practice.
Okay, sounds good. Marcus and Dira, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna go for level 2 on Sailor.
Ooh, nice. Okay, 5 XP. And I'll get you Sailor. Yeah, because you guys have been on the water a lot now, a lot more.
Yeah.
Life at
Fun fact: Joe has a sailboat, and he's actually pretty good in real life. So
Oh.
like he's
Oh,
got
no.
audit the talent.
Oh yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, you can say you're good, but are you?
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, so Sailor level 2. Life at sea is soothing. A quarter day spent leading the way on a boat counts as rest. There you go. So
Yeah, that's cool.
that's definitely a mechanical benefit. Okay, Dira, what about you?
I think I want to try and train as a harpooner,
Oh
even
my.
though I don't have a spear.
Okay, let me get that. I'm guessing it's a general talent. Harpooner.
It is.
I have a spear.
Exactly.
Don't be taking my spear.
I would borrow it.
And then I'd have to go and retrieve it.
But I'm thinking if I have that, I can use other items in place later on as long as I have that talent as more weapon.
Got a long, thin stick.
Exactly.
I harpoon it at somebody.
I can sharpen spears.
Interesting. Harpooner. Okay.
And it would be helpful if there's things off, on shore.
That's what
Yeah.
we got bows and arrows for.
I don't have a bow. This I can...
Swim to shore and fight them.
No.
Or try to swim to shore. I mean, with all the armor you're wearing, you could jump off and walk to shore if you can hold your breath long enough.
I don't want to get my hair wet.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, so to get a new talent, again, since no one here can train you, acquire this talent requires a wits roll. And then spend the XPs. So yeah, let's see you get your wits roll first.
Come on.
Ooh, success. Very good.
Nice.
Wow, you guys are getting so skilled and talented.
I think just lucky with these rolls, 3 dice, and you get a success.
Yeah, that's like
Versus
Marcus.
10 dice and no success.
Yeah. Yeah, so a thrown weapon, a harpoon or a throwing spear. So yeah, you get a +1. In those situations where you're throwing a harpoon or a throwing spear, you get to add +1. Very good.
Right.
More chance to
Then
hit
I'm gonna
stuff.
start whittling things away. Chopsticks or anything.
Yeah.
Is there a level 4 or level 5 to chef?
It should be on your. Let me see if I did that or not. Chef. I've only taken it to rank 3. I'll look that up later. I haven't. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't want to get that other supplement out. But I'm not saying no. It might be yes. It might be no. I haven't put it in the game yet, but. Maybe I never even looked it up in the first place. I'll take a look at it for sure. Okay, so that's everyone. And you have the 2 helpers from Brewmaster Yawwimmer with you.
Oh yeah.
And they've already been paid for a week, right? As helpers. So that takes us to midnight, and now what are we gonna do now? Someone gonna keep watch, and then some people do some sleeping, or what?
Probably should.
Yeah, I'll probably sleep.
Okay.
You know, make Yawim's men do the keep watch.
Yeah,
They
first
will.
round.
Yeah, they can do that.
Earn their keep.
So
So, yeah,
just-
so the two of them will stay up.
Yeah, I might stay up with them.
Okay.
Just in case.
I'll go to sleep.
Okay. All right. So so if you're gonna stay up with them, then give us a keep watch roll, and add like +1's fine.
But one second. Sorry. All right.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna do my weather. Very good. Success.
Yes. Love it. I like the weather.
I do too when it makes cool things happen. Oh snap!
Uh-oh.
Just
Okay.
Okay. Nothing. Well, I mean, there's.
Tornado comes through.
Well, I mean, so like it's springtime, so it's like this. I don't know if I've shown you, but it's this little thing that's got like, I don't know, 20 different options on it. But since it's springtime, most of them are something like cloudy and rainy. But then there's a few extreme things on the edges, and you guys just hit one.
All right.
It's nothing crazy, but yeah. So as you're, ooh, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, as you're, the three of you are keeping watch throughout the night. It takes a cold turn, and you actually have some frost coming down. And there's a bit of snow coming down.
Oh, wow.
It will be cold.
Weird. Nice.
You just feel like the winds shift, and the winds are it's coming from a different direction, and it's cold now. It is cold,
Dang.
but you guys are all okay. You know, I'll just say you have a
We got
fire, and
On a
Well-
boat?
Yeah, can we have a fire on the boat? Is
Still
in a pot.
ready and getting rid of the great fur.
Is it in a brazier?
Yeah, I know. Where's the great furs?
yeah, you guys all floated them. That'll probably be okay.
My cold blooded, I take a bath with the ice floating by me.
That's right.
Nice.
Cold-blooded? What?
It's a
Warm
talent.
blooded, whatever.
Yeah. The cold don't bug you. Yeah, so the evening passes, and all you guys can tell is just like, oh man, it's getting cold out here, and you're just not looking forward to the day ahead because it's gonna be
It's not-
gross. So then the daytime dawns here, like it always does.
What
Oh, nice. Snowflakes. I love it.
Eh.
Love it.
are we supposed to be able to see that settlement to our left?
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's not a.
Son of a.
Way to go, George.
Damn it.
That's why I always pause it, because people move that thing around accidentally or whatever, and it like starts to. It's my bad for ever having it unpaused.
No, we
No,
have a-
that's my son doing it on
approve
purpose. Doing the
Oh.
moving
Uh,
the game party thing.
Uh-oh.
busted.
That's all right.
Man, we
Like, I get
can't be
up,
trusted.
I cup, and then he plays with the game.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I
Might
always leave it
Grounded.
paused.
You should double check your stats. Make sure you're
Nah.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess I'd say, because I mean, really, you've been on this river, and I mean, at some point you're gonna have to come around here, you know, to stay on the water, and so it could be something like when you were here, you could see like off on the shore, the far shore, you could see there's some sort of structure. I mean, you don't know what it is, but that's not far fetched or anything. But yeah, you could see that there's something over there for sure. So what do you want to do? So it's morning time. You guys all have plenty of water, but if you want to eat, now's the time. And then Dorian's going to be tired now because he's been up for all day.
Okay, I'm gonna go and find. I mean, as we make way, I'm gonna find a spot to curl up and take a nap.
Okay.
We don't have to roll water since we're next to the river, right?
That's right. Whenever you're near water, you don't.
Oh, shit.
The water's all good to go. Okay.
So we're out like looking for wood, right? For
That's what it's.
barrels.
That's what it sounded like, but you know, you can. That's what it seemed like when you were leaving, and that's why he lent you these two helpers. But again, remember, at any time, you guys can do whatever you want. So you all have breakfast, and yes, you all can tell that there's something over there. You can't tell what it is. You're too far away to see detail. I'll just say you can see that there's some sort of structures.
Do we want to maybe make our way there, and we can make another contact for a kind of like a sales call?
I'll just put you. I'll put you here and say you guys were like just on the shore, like right there. That's how you.
And
That looks like a new hex to me.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't see like any large mass like of a forest or anything.
No, you don't see any. That's correct. You don't see anything like that.
Yeah, shoot.
It just looks like you're like an. Oh, I guess Dira's got a spyglass.
Ooh, that's good.
Dira, why don't you give us use your spyglass and give us a scouting roll? So let's say you guys are like on your boat and you're like, oh, what is this? And she whips that thing out and let's see what you see. Ah.
I was getting you guys out
That
of
was
the
my
ocean.
son again.
Okay, well, lake.
Easy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah. So Dira, you get your spyglass out and you look through and you can see it's like it's a village of some kind, and it looks I'd say you don't see any signs of people or any sign of you don't see anything moving. You see buildings. No smoke.
Yeah.
There's no smoke. There's no, because it's like early in the morning. It's cold out. You know, you'd think you'd see like chimneys or something. There's no. You don't see any people. You don't see any signs of life.
We don't have time. We need to get back to the other settlement before the full moon.
Don't we have like a week?
Oh, you got snowflakes. That's cool.
How long?
Oh yeah, the full moon to get back to the hollows.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. It'll be a full moon in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, we could probably make it over to that settlement and check it out real quick.
Exactly. As long as we don't die, we'll make it.
Yeah.
So do we have to? We have to kind of navigate. Oh man, how can I like? Can you guys see my cursor
Yep.
on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
really? Okay. We have to go down this, right? All the way back over here
If you want to sail there,
Right.
yeah.
to get to the hollows. Oh
If
yeah,
you-
there it is. It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
the hollows. Yeah. What if like a couple people, we drop a couple people here and they explore it, and then they come across land and pick them up back over here? Split the party. I don't know.
Possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we'd have
Or
like
have
fewer
what's
hands
his
to run the
face's
boat,
group.
though.
Keep
Yeah.
What
But
will you
we
do?
probably need all the hands we can, muster for sailing the boat and
What will
stuff
you
like
do?
Can you, with sailing, we can go like 2 hexes, twice as fast, right?
Yeah, it's treated like on open terrain, so you can go 2 hexes per quarter, as long as it's not like a storm or something like that, and like in all something like this with like calm water or whatever. Then yeah,
But I mean, some of these hexes we've been in before, so. Well, I guess same with sailing.
How about we
maybe.
start asking Yawum's guys if he knows where Yawum got his wood from over at the Hollows? Is there a source that
Oh, yeah.
they could direct us to?
That's smart. Yeah.
yeah.
well again, Brewmaster and all these settlements, the Hollows, Amber's Peak, this place here that you're not sure what it is, they have enough to build like their subsistence. There's enough wood, like it's grassland, but there's enough wood for like building, a little bit, but there's not like a huge supply of wood lumber to build like an entrepreneurial enterprise, like cranking out ships and barrels en masse. So like where they got the Hollows, there's wood at the Hollows. There was wood at the Hollows, and there's wood at Amber's Peak for these little small scale localized efforts. That's
okay.
that's where they got their
So here's
wood.
another idea. If this Falender place looks abandoned, would we want to stop and check and see if it is abandoned? Because if it is, maybe we could scour it for resources.
Right. That's what I was
Building
thinking.
part.
We can make it our new base.
Well, I was thinking we
Yeah.
could look at like certain parts, tear certain things down and raid, and then make part of it our base.
Yep.
Because I mean, why let it go? If nobody else is using it.
Yep.
Well, maybe nobody's using it for a reason.
I know.
Can find out.
Hey,
Well, we
but you know,
could leave
it's
the
cursed.
2 helpers there, as they could test it out.
And come back, and if we see them,
If they're dead.
shore with their heads on a pike, then we know.
It's not the spot.
Guys, we should stay here tonight, to test it out.
I know.
They said they were here to help.
Yeah, right.
That would be very helpful.
All right, so as
Yeah,
you
I
guys
guess
are
so.
all on the water here, looking and scouting and debating what to do, I mean, just the cold wind is like whipping right off the water. Everyone who needs to, give me a endurance roll, please.
I think.
Everyone except
This
Marcus,
is-
basically. No pushing.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Or
Ooh.
For
Dorian
once, I
Lumstone.
make it in the cold.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. What are the odds? The rest
my
of us are like
gosh.
suffering.
Oh, you're not supposed to push, Sil. Here, let me.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. I'll fix your person.
Okay.
But yeah, you are cold for sure. And who else
So
is
I
cold?
automatically.
Dorian is cold. Oh man.
Nice.
Spend a willpower. So if I spend a willpower, I automatically succeed.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Remember your characters. So
Oh dang.
Dorian and Sil are both cold. Okay.
But wait. Now I can't push.
No
I'm
push.
Like a.
It's not something you can
What?
push. This isn't a pushable event, even though it says. I mean, it's up to me anyway.
Nice. I love.
Can't
Um,
they
All
do
you
jumping
need to
jacks or
know
something
is
to
that-
warm up?
So
Has everyone given up their fur coats?
yeah, you guys turned them all in to the cart or something. I don't remember, but yeah, you guys got rid of them all.
winter's over. We're headed to summer. We all of our summer
So
outfits.
Dorian, I'm looking at your sheet and it shows that you're already down 2 strength and empathy. Oh yeah, because you're tired.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Oh
not
yeah.
good.
Oh.
Not good.
Oh yeah, you're sleepy and now you're cold. So when you're cold, you would take on one more. You take a wits and a strength damage, Dorian. And then Syl, also you take a wits and a strength because you're cold. Beautiful. Look at us spiraling.
So is that done automatically, or do I?
No,
need
you have to do that.
Okay. Dang. So I'm down to like 1 strength. Oh man.
Nice. I like this.
You said wits and strength, right?
Yeah. I show you. You're down 1 wits, 1 strength, and so's Dorian. Very good. I like this. Okay, so yeah, you both catch a, and we'll say one of Yawim's men. He's just like full body shivering. He's like, oh my god, we need to get off this water. It's freezing here, and the wind is just blowing kind of nonstop. It's just miserable. Gonna be a gross day.
Maybe we kind of need to go to Falender to seek some shelter.
Yeah, because once you're cold, the only way to warm up is by a fire. I'm pretty sure.
Right? Let everybody know that we're there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and waste
Yeah,
one
that way.
day. Get all these weak people warm.
It's not my natural habitat. You know, I'm used to being underground, out of the wind and snow.
That's
You're
right.
a rank 2 sailor? Is
What's
it
that?
you that went for rank 2 sailor? Oh, that was Marcus.
I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't have gotten sailor because I don't like the water stuff like that. But
Maybe you know enough. You're just
Yeah,
rank
yeah.
1.
yeah, maybe I don't like it, but I know it. It's like
I'm just I'm reviewing the rules for cold because it's kind of a. So here's what it says: you have to roll once you're cold. You have to roll endurance regularly. The colder it is, the more frequently you need to roll. A chilly fall day requires an endurance roll once per day, but in the depth of winter or like in a storm, you might have to roll once every hour. So there's different levels of extreme here. So I'll say this is the most mild because it's like springtime cold. So as it is now, as the conditions are now, you guys are only going to have to roll endurance once per day, just so you know. So you guys have all done the roll, so you're good. If you fail your roll, you become cold. Okay. You cannot recover strength or wits. Only after you have warmed up again, if only by a campfire, are you able to recover those attributes. Okay, yeah, so you two are cold, and there's nothing you can do to regain those things until you warm up. And that is, you have to get by a fire for a quarter day.
wow.
Well, it doesn't say that. It says only after you've warmed up again, only by a campfire are you able to recover. So, yeah. So, yeah, you guys are shivering, and one of Yawim's guys is cold. What do you do? Well, it's still in the morning time here.
Are we close to being able to arrive at this
You can
settlement that we found?
You can get there by noon.
Because
Because
we're out on the water.
you're out.
I say, let's do it so we can stop and build a fire.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, press through and try
Yeah,
to get there
yeah,
as fast
agreed.
as possible.
Okay, so you guys pull in close and you arrive. We'll stay. I mean, it's kind of small because you were right on the shore here. To go here, that shouldn't be 6 hours. We'll say it's 9 in the morning, even though that doesn't make, you can't break it into 8 days, but whatever. So we'll say it's 9 in the morning, and
We don't have to make camp. We just got to find a house that has a chimney.
Sure.
Yeah, possibly. So,
Lock.
so I imagine, right? We get to the shore, and we're looking out, and I assume we pick a building that we kind of want to go to. But beyond what you may tell us, if things are occupied or whatever, if there's nobody out there, I'd like to send my Raven out, maybe to scope it out.
Okay, yeah.
quick.
So you guys will get to the shore, and
Can I do a scouting roll? Make sure that
Yeah.
there's. Make sure it's actually deserted.
Yeah, I guess we're jumping ahead of Mike.
You know.
Yeah. So the bird goes out first because Garrick sends the bird Edgar out, and it flies off his shoulder and beelines over, and you can see it like circling overhead. It's a huge place. Like this was a city at some point, a very large place. But that was long ago. I mean, so it comes. So what does it say here? You can scout. I mean, the bird can't talk, so what's it going to tell you? You can have your animal scout for you.
Can talk.
Nearby.
Okay, so it says the animal will warn you if there's a threat. That's what it says. Okay, so yeah, you send the bird out, and you see him like doing these kind of really slow circling, kind of like scouting passes, and it does a few laps around, and it kind of circles over here, then it goes and it circles over there, and comes back and lands on you, and he just like. His little claws, like, kind of gently just, like, grab into your shoulder. Nothing of alert. It doesn't squawk. It doesn't make any noises. He just holds his, he's, like, starts pecking at you, like, give me some food.
Yeah.
I did my job. And some meat.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't alert you at all. So
Then I asked Vera, can I borrow your spyglass for some scouting?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you have to say that?
So then would that give me a +2 modifier?
Did
Yep.
you have to say that?
Stand by.
What's your player's name?
Look.
Okay, what are you looking for, Syl?
Just make sure that there's no danger. Trying to see if there's any signs of people being there recently.
Nope.
Or signs of animals that have maybe moved in after the people moved out.
Not that you can tell.
Oh. Interesting. But we still don't see any like signs of smoke or anything coming out of any chimneys or.
That's correct.
No signs of life.
Weird.
Are like doors
Yeah.
hanging off hinges, perhaps?
Yeah, I guess I would say it's like wood buildings.
Maybe roofs starting to cave in.
Yeah, it's definitely in a state of disrepair for sure. You can't tell. I'd say with your scouting roll, I guess with your good results, your double success on your scouting roll, the impression you get is that this place was like actively demolished. It's not like it just was abandoned and fell in disrepair. Like this place was destroyed intentionally, but that happened a long time ago. So it's old, and it was also whatever happened here that did this also was a long time ago.
Okay.
Cool.
It looks like some sort of ruins of some. I mean, but again, it's just like wood buildings and stuff. Ruins makes it sound like at some point it was like some majestic place.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear. It just appears like any. It just looked like the hollows or something. I mean, there's nothing majestic about it that you can tell. That you can tell from here. But yeah, you don't see any signs of any kind of activity at all.
All right. Well, I guess try to find close by, just a building that looked like it would be suffice to make a fire in.
Yeah, there is. So you guys make landfall, and more the helpers tend to the boat and moor it down and anchor it down. And while they do that, so walk me through here what you guys do. So I'd say you guys all of you hop off the ship, and your feet all hit the sand here on this little beach. What do you do?
Imagine.
I'm cold, so I wobble a little bit and then I catch myself before I fall.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna draw my sword just to have it ready.
I love it.
Ooh,
I
smart.
stay on the boat.
You guys forget we're playing the Forbidden Lands.
I know.
Okay, so
Maybe I'll
Dira.
draw-
And I start like
So
rubbing
Dira.
my arms together and jumping up and down, trying to warm up.
Okay, it's not working. But I mean, I get what you're doing. But yeah, it's not working though. You're cold. Like your hands are freezing. Your feet are freezing. You're cold. And Dorian also. And Dorian, I mean, I would just say you guys all are kind of keeping an eye on each other. And Dorian just doesn't look good. Like, because he's like, mechanically he's down to 1 strength. So he's just like a hurt unit for sure. He doesn't look good. But he's still up and about and all that. He's not incapacitated, but. So yeah, so your feet are on the sand. Dira's got her sword out. What do you do?
I'll pull my bow and knock an arrow and head to the closest building that looks like it's in good repair and has a fireplace.
Okay, so do you all just stay as a group? I'm guessing. Do you want to do any kind of like single file, or one of you leads ahead or something, or?
Sure, single file to hide our numbers.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Smart.
Yeah.
I'll follow along as like best I can. I'm sure I'm like wobbling kind of.
I'll go first.
Okay. So yeah, you're leading the way. You got the bow out. The bird's on your shoulder, maybe, or kind of Edgar takes turns like on your shoulder, but then we'll hop down and like kind of run around real quick, and then he's just kind of flittering about you, but not in an annoying way, like as a little companion trying to be a helper. Again, he's not alarmed at all. He's not kind of freaking out in any way. And you come up to, and as you guys are starting to like kind of get into this village, these little, some of them are like straight up little shanties. Like even when they were brand new and built, they were very modest and nothing nice. But then you see some larger buildings that could house like a regular sized family. As you guys kind of get off the shore into this little place, you see a building kind of towards, a ways off, like kind of more in the middle of this town. That's something like you can just tell by the way everything was laid out. Again, disrepair for sure. Cold. I mean, the snow's coming down. The ground now is that you're off the sand. You're like up in the dirt of the grassland up here, and it's all cold and kind of compacted. It's like eerily silent. The only thing to be heard is Edgar fluttering around and your guys' footsteps. And you see a building that looks as if it's something like a city center or a community center. Sort of a civic. It's not a house. It's not, it's not a home, and it's not a shop. It's some sort of other kind of a building in the middle of the town that's fairly large. And it's got like one part of the wall is like caved in. You don't actually see a front door. That part was all like kind of boarded up. Maybe we'll say it's all boarded up, but then along the side of the building, because it's like a long rectangular building that's like 2 stories high. The roof is all kind of, crushed in and fallen, but it's not destroyed. It's just, falling up. It's just been exposed to the elements. And definitely on one side, there was a part that got busted in, and all the wood is splintered and broken in. But it's not a huge gaping hole. It's like just something on the side. Like something broke into this building at some point. You see a entryway into this large building that you all can get inside.
Is it like they were attacked, or is it more like it was a creature that did this. Are we able to tell that? I guess.
You can't tell. It's so old. It's happened so. I mean, you see scratches
Happened a long time ago.
you see scratches and signs of violence, but you can't. I'd say you can't tell. It's the stuff is just this. The material here, all the wood and all that, it's just so old and decrepit. You can't tell. You can just see, oh man, this stuff got pushed in forcefully at some point and broke in, and that's all you can tell.
So we can't tell that the attack happened long ago, or
No, it was
just that the building.
No, it was long ago. All this stuff.
Okay.
This is like looking at the ruins of an ancient attack. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything about this place is a long time ago. There's nothing here that says any kind of recency. Recent. Nothing. It's all old.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so I'll make my way somehow inside the building, and before I'm going in, I'm just like, just being super cautious
Mm-hmm.
and trying to peer around, and then come in and make my way to the fireplace if I can. And
Yeah, so you go in first, and you look up and look around. There's like rafters and everything, and at some point, so what you first see when you walk in all along the floor, it's like a big open hall. It was like it looks to you like it was some sort of like dining hall, civic centers. There's these long tables that had chairs, seated at them, but you can see there's an iron chandelier. There was a few of them along the top that have all fallen, and they're all just smashed down on these tables, and there's just dust and dirt everywhere. Again, the roof isn't intact, so rain and other elements do make their way into this building, but it's not absolutely 100% exposed either. There's a bit of protection, but not complete protection. So you can see where stuff has been wet, and you see the snow kind of trickling in here and there a little bit through this building, but it's nothing crazy. You're definitely more protected than not. And all the way in the back, on the far back wall, along the wall, there's a stone fireplace, and you can get to it.
okay. Do we
A massive stone, massive, like this fireplace is big enough that when that was roaring, it could heat up this whole hall. It's awesome.
Oh damn. Do we see any amounts of wood in there that's ready to burn?
Tables and chairs.
Yeah, right.
But yeah. I wonder if there's stuff right next to the fire, just kind of ready to go.
I don't know. Roll for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's roll the table. Just a generic roll.
Yeah, just do a. What is the smallest one you can do? A D.
D4.
Just do a D4. If you roll a 1 or a 2, there's no wood, and if you roll a 3 or a 4, there's some wood. You suck. All right,
Yeah.
fine. This game's rigged.
I didn't know you. You'd think you're
This game's
cheering us
rigged.
on, but confused.
All right, so you poke your head in, and are all the rest of you kind of filing in too, or are you waiting for him to give the all clear?
No, I'll follow
wait for
him.
the all clear.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
yeah,
let's say this. So Garrett goes in. Do all of you want to go in, or does some of you want to stay outside and keep watch, or let me know, tell me who all's in and who's out.
I'm in.
Okay, Sill's in. Dira's outside keeping watch. Marcus?
I'm on the boat.
Huh?
Oh, that's right. You wanted to be on the boat.
You wanted? Oh, you stayed on the boat?
That's not an option.
Yeah, I didn't leave the boat. I'm just a humble cook.
Okay, when we get a rip roaring fire, you're not invited. Just kidding.
That's all right. I can
Unless
put
you
that
want him
fire
to
out
share
for you.
his food.
Well, no, he makes really good scones, and I could go for his scones.
Oh yes.
We'll let you come in.
All right,
So I
Marcus
guess,
isn't
yeah,
there.
just me, Marcus, and Syl. Me, Dorian, and Sil.
And Dira. Okay, so the three of you are in, and Dira's keeping watch out. Okay, yeah, so you hear Garrick's like, oh, they got piles of wood back here. Let's get going. How do you light it?
I borrowed some torches off of Jag. Does that help?
Well, they're not lit, right? I think I would have to use
No.
some sort of equipment.
Anyone have flint and steel?
Garrick
Good
does.
I
thing
do.
we've got a
I
chef.
do. I have it on me. Yep, I got it. I'm equipped with it.
Yeah,
Not-
mechanically it says you get a gear bonus +1 to making camp, but we'll say, yeah, since you have that, you can use that to spark up a fire like easily. You don't have to spin
With
it.
chattering teeth, I tell you,
See, I got a
you
field
can get a
kitchen too,
torch out
don't
of
I?
my pack. Help you light the fire.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, well, I still have to use flint and steel, right?
I
Like
don't
the torch is always lit.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's just, would the torch make it easier so you don't need as much kindling?
it doesn't really explain, like when Marcus makes camp, he doesn't have to have a flint and steel. It's just a roll, and it's not really described like, oh, you need to have this tool in order to make fire. It doesn't say that, but
Okay.
The minutia.
yeah, we'll say since you have an actual tool, and you have wood here that you don't need to. You're not gonna, because his whole thing about making camp is like, even if he fails, he still makes camp. It's just that a mishap happens. That's what happens if he fails to make camp. The camp always gets made. It's just, is there some sort of complication? The fact that you have this, we'll say it's cold, probably wet wood and everything here, that's been partially exposed. But since you have this tool, you won't have a mishap. You'll still be able to quickly get a fire going. So the fact that you had a flint and steel made that happen.
Sweet. So
Okay.
I'm not making a make camp roll or anything.
No,
right?
you don't. No, because
Okay.
no. Because you already have a structure built. You're not making camp entails setting up doing all this other stuff besides a fire. Okay, so the fire is going, and it's we'll say it's like 9:30 or something. So throw the logs on, and within 10-15 minutes, this fire is roaring, and all of you who are cold are now no longer cold.
Yay.
So go ahead and update your sheets accordingly. Dorian is still definitely tired, but you're no longer cold.
Do we recover any strength or wits?
No, that only happens when you rest.
Okay.
Was Marcus ever cold?
No, he's got the warm-blooded
Yeah.
trait. It
Yeah.
takes a lot longer for him to get cold.
Nice. He's on the boat, hunkering down.
Okay, so you've got this kind of a sort of a shelter. It's better than nothing. It's not perfect.
And imagine maybe it casts a little more light into that building, which maybe was a little dark. You think? Well, maybe had a little light from the decrepit roof.
Yeah, a little light because the sky's like bright white from all the cloud. So there was ample light. I mean, it's not that huge. I mean, it's a big structure, but it's not some big cavernous tomb. I mean, it's just a big hall that has a hole in the roof and a hole in the side.
Explore around just a little bit, see if there's anything useful.
Nice.
Okay.
Can I just sit with my hands over the fire?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
say.
I'm just-
Why don't we just say that for you to warm up? We'll say you guys have to sit by the fire for we'll just say it's till noon. Like we'll spend the rest of this quarter day. You guys warming up, drying out, and you know what I mean. That'll just kind of get us back to our quarter day. So we'll say for these next couple hours here, the two of you are doing that.
I'm gonna lay down, like rest by the fire.
Okay, that's not long enough to sleep. Just saying, mechanic.
Okay.
You're still going to be sleepy, but I mean that would make sense. That's what you would
You
be
could
doing.
sleep for the next quarter, right?
Depends on what you guys want to do. So, Dear, are you still outside?
I am. I want to actually kind of look around.
Okay. So we'll say
Go
for
out
the
and check it out.
okay. So we'll say for this next little bit, and then Marcus, you can do whatever you want too. To chime in whenever you figure out what you want to be doing. The Yawim's helper and the other two are all by the fire. warming up, and yeah. So, Garrick, you kind of start poking around this place. Sure. Give me a scouting roll.
Sweet. A side note of this, mechanically, Marcus can't rest right now, but would he still be able to say, find a good spot?
Well,
No, that's some different.
that is resting.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's resting
is that
without.
related more to camp?
Yeah,
right?
that's related to getting your rest without having camp being made.
Okay.
The point is, it takes time, and he doesn't have he doesn't have 6 hours worth of time because we're saying it's like now it's like 10 o'clock. I mean, 2 hours that's not enough to sleep. Okay, yeah. So you spend this little bit of time poking around, looking around. Nothing was here. I mean, there's really cool, enormously expensive or heavy iron chandeliers crash down that look really ornate and cool, but they're so heavy, like
Wonderful, precious little rose.
they might be valuable, but you can't move them. I mean, I guess you could, but you can't just. They're huge and monstrously heavy. Crash down on the tables. You don't see any like fancy.
Would that be a source of iron for iron arrows or other things that we might need?
It could be.
Hard to smith. You have to break that thing apart somehow, right? Just.
Yeah, you'd need tools. There's again in the handbook. There's chapter 9. I've been getting to know this chapter well. Chapter 9. There's a whole table. There's tables upon tables. There's tools, saws, hammers, sledgehammers, pickaxes, shovels, axes, pliers, needle and thread. All these are tools that do things that you have to make or have in order to do all kinds of work. Yeah. So. And to use these things like saws and hammers and all this, you have to have the smith talent. To use a needle and thread, you have to have the smith and the tailor talent. To build these tools, you need to have iron and wood. It's a whole thing. You can kind of just hand wave and gloss over it, or if you want to sit there and start cranking stuff out, you'd have to do this. I don't know how you would extract a chunk of iron off of a wrought iron. What's the word? Chandelier. I mean, tell me how you want to do it, and if you impress me enough, I'll say you can. But you're not just gonna walk up and like yank a chunk of iron off and turn it into an arrow.
Well, if it's really cold, would that make it shatter more easily? Maybe if we could somehow drop it on a big rock.
Man, that would be really cold, right? I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Well, to make iron, I guess you could, but it's really heavy. Anything's possible.
Was there? I assume there was some sort of rope attached to it, helping it.
Or a torch, if we could warm it up and make it easier to bend and break.
A torch.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not quite enough heat. Torches are more for light than the heat. And also, by the way, just so you know, to make iron arrows, you have to have the forge.
Oh, yep.
Maybe we can say, well, let's see if there's a blacksmith shop with a forge before we figure out if we should do anything with this iron.
Yeah.
Probably sensible. Okay, so Dira, while Garrick and the rest of them are inside here, you start. So tell me exactly what you do here.
Right back.
Cello. Uh-oh.
You're talking to Deer?
Yeah.
She's using the bathroom.
Oh, okay. No problem. Marcus, what are you doing? Just sloughing on the boat, just being a bum?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I'm out there suntanning in the cold.
I like that.
Yeah, I've warmed up enough. I start walking around the room as well to explore.
Okay.
I'm out on the deck and I'm watching around because I can see that this place doesn't have any inhabitants, and makes me wonder if there's something in this lake, because we've seen plenty of things now that I'm worried that there's something in the lake that ruined this town.
You're just paranoid.
This lake is huge
Whoa.
too. I mean, when you like,
Loch Ness monster.
this lake is enormous. It's whatever. It's uh 20 miles wide almost. This thing is enormous. It's like a small sea. I mean, it's not really, but this is a huge body of water that is surrounding this town. It's an enormous body of water. Easily the biggest thing you guys have seen.
Nice.
I just, as I continue to watch, I always have a cold snap at the ready.
Well, of course.
Yeah, because if it's aquatic, I can freeze it in place at the very least. The boat will be frozen in place too, but I could Lamborghinis it out.
That's right. Chevrolegs.
Yes.
All right, Dira. So, are you back, Dira?
Yes.
Okay, so they're kind of rooting around this building here, looking for loot of some kind. You wanted to go look around. Tell me what you do.
I'm still outside, and I want to actually go and kind of explore some of the buildings, because I'm also paranoid and looking for any kind of sort of signs of life.
Okay, so you walk around and I'll say you spend the next half hour or 45 minutes carefully walking around looking, and this was definitely you see here and there, you see signs of Asleen, the cords and the Galdanes. You see I'm not saying they look identical to what you saw over at Amber's Peak, but you see just here and there, like, again, this is all ruinous old stuff, but you're like, you go into this room, this building here, it's like a small, very small little house. People lived here, you can tell. You go in and look, and it's kind of ramshackled and destroyed. What's that?
A building.
Just a build. I'm just saying I'm kind of giving you an overview. You spend time looking around, poking your head in all these places. There's a small little building that you can tell was some sort of living housing place for some people at some point. And you look inside, and it's all ramshackle and stuff. And you see a shelving place, and on it you see little things that just remind you in some way of stuff you've seen in the Cord camp. Just little things that these were you just get the sense looking around building after building that there's definitely some sort of Asleen influence going on here.
Oh, is that a cultural group?
Yeah, the Cords and the Galdanes, those people are called Asleens, and they came from the west, very far west, across the mountains, hundreds and hundreds of years ago. All of you guys are Alanders, which is, it's just another culture group. All of you are Alanders. Asleens are the horse people. And you can tell that there's just a lot of horse people, not the nomadic tents at all. You don't see any of that. They're all buildings what's the word? Settled. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I guess even though they're ruins, you could definitely tell there's a good share of stables here, of course, all abandoned and decrepit, but that's what they were. You can just tell by you have this building right next to a plot of land that was for horses and whatnot to gallivant around in. You can see that for sure. And dear, you can just tell that at some point Asleens were involved in this place. As far as threats, I'll say You round a corner, and you see a body on the ground.
How fresh?
It's not a skeleton; it's a body. You see,
Like, is it bloated? Is it?
Oh, okay. I don't watch those crime
Like,
shows.
how long?
I don't watch all those.
Time
I
of
don't.
death.
Yeah, I don't watch all those true crimes. I always forget that. Yeah, there's all this decomposition, bloating, bloated. You can't tell. Not from here. You can't tell. You can tell it's not a skeleton. It's not that old and dead. It's definitely dead, and it's from where you're standing. I'm just saying you don't approach it. Well, I'll say you're like, whatever, 30 or 40 feet away. And you can just tell there's a dead body laying down, and it's an adult, and it's wearing clothes. It's wearing some sort of like, it's wearing clothing. You can't tell anything other than that right now.
Yeah, there's no arrows sticking out of it, for instance.
No, you don't see any arrows.
Did it look like it was whoever it was like running from something as it died, or like
Too far away to
Yeah,
tell.
how is it?
no? Okay.
Is
Man,
it
we need to
laying
come
on
up on
its
it.
back?
It's laying
Does it
down.
look like it's in a relaxed position, or like it was struggling?
All you can tell, Dira, is that it's on its. This person is on his or her stomach, like laying down that way, like belly down on the ground, and they're wearing clothes. And
I'm gonna cautiously go up to check it out.
Okay.
Could be
And then side note, when I've been running the water, can you hear that? Is that distracting?
I don't hear that.
I can't hear it.
We don't hear it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Talking in the game?
So Dira walks slowly. Of course, you have your sword out like you always do. And you approach this thing. So now you're 20 feet away, and there's like a faint scent of just like death. Not like that overpowering, like you're gonna puke. It's not like that. I mean, but you can just tell it's fresh enough that you can smell death, and you're like 20 feet away.
And I still. I guess I'm gonna approach it, but I'm gonna just kind of keep my head on a swivel still. Like,
Okay.
I want to check this out.
Okay. So I'd say now you creep forward closely, like looking, and so now, so you're in like this is like some sort of what would be like an alleyway. So there's building to your right and building to your left, and the structures are taller than you, and it's going straight. And this person is tucked in, like all the way where there's like a third building. It's like a dead end. So you're like kind of going into this dead end, surrounded by buildings. You can't tell what the buildings are. They're just old decrepit structures, wooden structures, and the grass here is kind of all growing up high and everything. And you see this. So now you're like 10 feet away, and the smell is definitely stronger. Death for sure. You're 10 feet away now. It's a man, an adult man, got leather boots on, some sort of cloak. Nothing. It's just some drab, black cloak. That's all you can tell from here, from 10 feet away. And it's getting smellier.
And you're saying this is like a dead end, like a dead end alleyway?
Correct.
Where I'll get cornered?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Make sure to taste the body.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Back up and come with some backup. I don't know.
Does it look like any animals or anything has been chewing on it?
Can I use my spyglass?
No, you're too
get a better
close. You're too close.
Ugh.
I mean,
Okay, then can I use
spyglass
my
is like
spyglass to look up at the buildings and the surrounding area?
You don't really need
There's a sniper?
from like where you're at. You don't need a spyglass. I mean, that's for looking out on the horizon. This is like these buildings are like 10 feet away from you. There's everything's so close now. A spyglass would make it harder, I guess. I mean, you're so close to everything. A spyglass wouldn't help you for anything. Not like this.
Okay, is there a building I can climb up to kind of get a better look?
I was trying to think. Yeah, but like, is the building even strong enough to structurally support you? Because you're wearing all this armor and these are old janky buildings. I would say you can try. There's a building that has got like a doorway that's kind of half swung open, and there's some sort of table there that's like built into the wall. And if you wanted to, you could try to climb it.
So essentially, my armor is so heavy that if it did collapse, it would protect me.
You'd get an armor roll to see if it would protect you. Maybe you'd break your armor. I'm trying to think. It would be it'd just be a move roll. If you want to do it, give us a move roll, or you can spend again, if as a human, you can spend an XP and roll whatever skill you actually want to roll because you don't have any skill in move.
You know what? I think I will just go around this dead body and keep venturing.
Well, this is a dead... Oh, you just want to, like, turn around and leave the dead end altogether?
Yeah. Stay close by, but...
Okay.
I want to look to see if there's, like, something else. Like, any signs of, like, somebody else is there or whatever killed this person.
Okay. So we'll leave you there. So yeah, you just discovered this body. The rest of you and we'll say it's noon now. The rest of you in this building, what are you up to now? You're all warmed up and good to go. You don't need to be, all of you who are cold.
Well, that's good.
I would say Yawim's helper that's here. He's like, what are we doing here? What's the plan?
Well, we're just exploring, checking this place out. We might be able to scrap this place for some wood.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm getting paid. I don't care. Just, I didn't know if we were gonna go chop some wood or what. But okay, this place. He's just like, this place gives me the creeps.
Does it look like we need to acquire some more wood for the fire? Maybe I could send those 2 guards out to go get some more wood.
Yeah, you could do that.
I suggest we go search some of the other buildings, see if there's anything useful we can collect.
Okay, well, so do you want to send the guy out to go do that? Give him a job of like.
Sure.
Okay, so
we can see if there's any supplies that could help you out.
Okay, well, he's just saying if we're gonna stay here, we need to get more wood to keep the fire going. I can go find some stuff and I'll get that going, so we don't have to worry about that. If you guys want to keep exploring this place,
sure, good idea.
He's like, okay, me and the other guy, we'll just be out doing that, and we'll be around, and we'll get all the fire stuff going. So yeah, we'll be around. You'll be able to find us. So he's like, yeah, this place gives me the creeps. He's like, we'll be down kind of near the water. So he takes off, and that's what he's going to be doing is procuring enough wood stuff just for our little adventure here.
Yeah, I'll just chill in here and kind of keep watch, and maybe as Marcus tries to rest for this quarter day. I don't know.
Oh, okay? So are you gonna spend the time sleeping now, Dorian?
Yeah, Dorian, definitely. Yeah, my name is Dorian, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know. Game over.
Again, you don't have to sleep just because you're tired. Remember, that's like the easiest one. Being sleepy, that's like nothing.
That's true.
It's not a big detrimental thing. Conditions, sleepy. You can't recover wits. Every whole day you're awake, you suffer 1 point of wits damage. And then let's just say you forced yourself to stay awake until you broke. Okay, fine. Eventually you run out of wits. You collapse and you're forced to sleep for 6 hours, and then it's over. It's like nothing. You know what I mean?
I just feel like I'm just down to 1 strength, so I feel like I'm not really helpful right now.
Okay. So Dorian will be out for this 6 hours, and so Garrick, you're gonna just stay with him and
Yeah.
Okay. So that's you two. Sil, what about you?
I'll go find Dira and go join her for exploring.
Okay. I can have you meet up with her. Marcus, are you still lounging?
I'm using my warm-blooded to
some tea.
Yeah, to make myself tea for my scones. No, I'm keeping Andy and Jag warm.
We didn't take them, did we?
Yeah.
Of course we did. We're porters.
Yeah, we did. We brought Andy and Jag.
But not the
They
carts.
said, not the carts.
No.
Yeah, not the
Stand-
cards. That's my recollection too.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so you I was gonna say, did you want to spend some time doing animal handling or something as a skill, but you don't need to. Okay. Yeah, that's something you would do, loafing around, not contributing. Okay, yeah, you play with your dolls. Okay, so yeah, Sil comes out and you saw which way Dira went off, and it doesn't take long, and then the two of you meet up. So Dira, what do you say? What do you do?
Well, now that I have somebody with me, I want to go check that body out while they keep watch, so I don't get cornered in that alleyway.
Okay.
Get mugged.
Smart.
I want to see what killed him.
Okay. So you distilled. You just go right along with her.
Sure.
Okay. So you go back to the scene of this.
Got my bow out just in case.
Well, of course. And so you, weapons drawn, you come here, and I would say, actually, Dira, give me a scouting roll as you're coming back to this body.
Okay. Scouting roll. Do you want me to do that one?
Or whoever.
Hope you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
It's fine. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could push it. That's fine. If you want. You don't have to push it if you don't want to. Oof. Okay, so yeah.
Better than I thought it was going to be.
That's good. Okay, yeah. So you, so now, yeah, this is kind of like gnawing at your brain. What's going on with this little CSI crime scene thing going on here? And you meet up with Sil and say, "Oh, look at this thing." And as you're coming back, now you're really. I'd say before you were just looking at the buildings and trying to figure out what the deal with this place was, but now you saw this body. Now when you're kind of redoing the path back, you're looking on the ground, and now that you're scouting, you see footprints that you weren't noticing before, and there's just you see a single set of footprints, and you can tell it's like this. Since you got multiple successes, I would say you can tell it wasn't just a casual walk. There were jagged footprints, like a short step and a long stride and a couple short steps. Whoever was walking was stumbling around, and it wasn't a nice even cadence. It was all stumbling around, and this footprints were coming around right to where this guy was. And maybe you could see because the ground again is all kind of hard and frozen. You can just see that the footprints are more easily detected because the ground is so hard and cold. Yeah, so it looks like this guy, this man, whoever what it is, was by himself. You don't see a bunch of other footprints involved at all. Just the one set.
Did we notice like any other boats or anything docked or like on the shore? I mean, nothing else. I mean,
No, you didn't.
or yeah, weird.
Okay, so he walked over there and died.
That's what it
by
looks like.
himself.
That's what it looks like for sure. No other signs of other involvement from any other things with feet.
So then that means he's either sick or poisoned.
Or dropped from
Oh.
a large.
Or it could have been mauled by an animal or something.
Or that, yeah.
So many different ways
Can
you
I
can
get-
die.
Dude,
I
you
guess,
guys,
can I get close enough to see if he has any wounds on him, but not close enough to be like... I
yeah,
don't know.
you need to go full CSI on
enough.
this stuff.
No, you just taste him.
So you reapproach, and you and Syl again get. I'll say you guys get back to where you were originally, where you're like 10 feet away. The two of you now, and yeah, the smell is not good. And again, from this distance, all you can tell, you see boots, you see a cloak. It's obviously some sort of adult man. I'm not saying he's human. You can't tell. It's face down, but it's a grown adult of some kind, laying down, and you can't. It's not like you see. Yeah, you don't see arrows sticking out of him. You don't see. You don't see any blood on. It's a black cloak, though. You don't see any blood. You don't see any blood, but I don't know if you'd be able to see blood anyway on a black cloak. You don't see anything though.
Yeah,
Still-
still, maybe you should
yeah.
do
Yes,
visions
yes.
of the past.
Dude, we are twins. We are twins. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, visions
cool,
of the
huh?
past.
Ooh.
It seems like two things. It seems like there's like two different time events. It seems like this guy died fairly soon, but the whole village was destroyed a long time ago. So
Mhm.
Right.
What do you?
Okay, visions of the past. I'll try it out.
Let me here before you. Okay, level 2, level.
I'll just
Okay, so
chat.
since you're one level above it, you could safe cast it. I was just trying to see if we're gonna do a mishap here or not, but you have Path of Sight rank 3, and this is a rank 2 spell, so you could safe cast it if you want,
Yeah.
right?
mishaps are great. We love mishaps.
Isn't that right?
Here goes. It worked as
Think so.
intended.
Okay. You can see the events that have transpired in the past. Power level 1 lets you... Oh, okay. Power level 1 lets you see 1 day back in time. Power level 2, a year back in time. Power level 3, hundreds of years. Okay, awesome. Very... Yeah, so you remember your characters and what you're good at. Okay, very good. So, yeah, Syl, you guys are like 10 feet away, and you're like, oh, my God, like, what is going on with this? So, Syl stands there and, like, closes her eyes, and all you see is a year ago, this exact spot you were standing on was covered in snow. It was a snowy day that day, and there was nothing here, but the buildings were here exactly as they were. And I'll just say, like, as you kind of, like, when you, like, cast this, it starts back the farthest back you can reach. So on this level, you could reach back a year ago. You see a year ago, this place looked exactly the same. It just was a snowy day that day. And then time kind of like fast forwards in your mind, and you're kind of like basically like scrubbing on a video. Like you're just like, you're fast forwarding, and you just see like dark, super fast cycles of like daylight, darkness, daylight, darkness, storms, rain, beautiful sun. It's just time is flying. Trees are fluttering by quickly, and birds are flying fast. And you're just like kind of like mentalist, like just like this flow of time is going through your brain quickly, and then like it fast forwards until like nothing is happening. you see like you do see like here and there you see like animals just like kind of walking by, nothing stopping, just regular animals. And then like a week ago, it was just a week ago, you see this person, you see this person hobbling along to here, and he's hobbling
Can I
like
tell if it's human in the vision?
what's that?
Can I tell if it's human in the vision?
He's not a human. Well, he sort of looks human, but he kind of doesn't. There's something off about it. Him. He's a man. Again, he's got a cloak on. He's wearing clothes. He looks human, but sort of, you can just tell when, as you see in your vision, and he's like stumbling, like he's hurt, and he's really slowly stumbling, like he's like slowly walking, and then he does finally just collapse here, face down, and plants and dies. And that was like really, but I would say like as you see this person walking, shuffling around, there's just like something under his cloak that's moving that doesn't make sense in your mind of like if it's, you know what I mean? There's something weird, and that's all you can tell.
Okay.
But this is very recent.
Is he clutching his stomach, or what's he doing with his arms?
Yeah, he's got the whole sick thing. Like he's like had both of his arms like wrapped around his torso. He's like, oh, like that, and he's just like, oh, and then he finally like keels over and dies.
Okay,
I would
so
be
I
cautious
tell,
going up.
describe this to Dira. It's like, yeah, there was something really strange about him. Maybe we should go find a long stick and turn him over from a distance.
Judith.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I agree. Let's go find something that will give us long distance before touching this
Okay. Yeah, so
infected guy.
it doesn't take. It's easy to find. There's just, wood stuff strewn about this entire place, and you guys find a long like 6-inch chunk of wood.
So does it still have its cloak? Does
Yeah.
this guy have his cloak on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Black cloak. We'll say black cloak, black boots. That's all you can see.
Maybe not so much
Let's-
move him over, but take his cloak off.
Let's lift his hood first. With the-
Okay.
So
So-
we maneuver the big old stick and pry the hood back. Takes a couple times because holding this big piece of wood is awkward.
And you just see black, messy hair. Short, like just a regular, like Joe's hair. Just black haircut. Nothing unusual. Yeah. Well, he's got like longer kind of curly hair, but it's just a regular old, nothing weird about it.
Comparing my hair
Alright,
to a dead corpse.
Roll him over.
Okay, you want to
The stick.
roll him over?
With the stick, of course. We're not touching him.
Oh, touch
He
it.
could have died by some super horrible, dangerous, contagious disease.
Agreed.
Exactly. We don't need to bring it back.
Okay, so you roll it. So the two of you, since you're working together, and you got all the time in the world, you're able to do that. You like wedge this stick like under his shoulder here. I mean, that would still be hard to do, to roll a guy over 10 feet away with a stick. That's not easy.
Pushing.
Pushing.
Get right at a good side, and we just push him.
That would just make him slide. He wouldn't roll.
You'd have to get it under the lift
Yeah,
and push.
but whatever. I'm not gonna like sit here and get all. I'm just.
So
I'm
we
just.
can go find a rock or something.
just
wedge it
saying,
under his shoulder. His head
I don't
and,
want
like,
to.
roll
I
him
don't want
over
to
the
do
rock.
like. I don't want to do like forbidden physics class here. You know. Yeah, this would not actually. I'm just saying this would not actually work. But whatever, for the sake of getting on with it. Yeah. So you guys sit and mess with this thing for a while, and eventually he catches and you push him over onto his back.
Yes.
Okay, so he rolls over and he's like, frozen. Like he's like this hard thing. He rolls over onto his back, and he just looks like. So when he sits there, now he's face up. dirty, just disgusting, muddy face. Looks like a human. You don't see pointy ears like an elf. He's not a dwarf. Looks like a human laying there, face up. Of course, dead eyes and everything. And his face is all dirty and disgusting. And you do see around his neck, he's got a Rust Brother chain. And his tunic, his cloak was black, but his leather that he's wearing leather, and it's got that rust and yellow, the colors of the Rust Brothers. He's kind of got that color motif on his actual leather armor, chest piece that he's wearing, and he's got a Rust Brothers chain.
With that being said, does anybody else see the map giving us a arrow pointed to get the hell out of here?
You think we should leave now?
I don't know. The map gives us that little dark point. Well, it points directly at the hollows. Like, you need to leave.
Oh, the shadow?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Hint.
Like, what are you
Hint.
talking about? Get out of here.
It's like,
Nice.
Okay, so you see a rusty chain, and you see colors that you recognize as the Rust Brothers.
No one good lost.
What's that?
No one good lost.
Don't know.
All right.
Inspect the body even further. I mean,
And I say,
Yeah,
I wonder
sure.
what could have killed somebody like him.
Could we inspect him?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Phew, finally.
Okay, we finally get brave enough. We get closer and inspect him from like 3 feet away.
Right.
So now it's so yeah, you get closer. Yeah, you flip him over on his back, and it stinks afresh now. It is much stronger. You kind of disturb this thing, and it's definitely dead and disgusting. A Rust Brother, and so you get closer, and now I'll just say you guys are just standing right over the top of him now, looking at him. You see,
We don't touch him.
you see,
physically.
right? You see, he's just got like all the, now that you're like super close to him, even through the dirt and stuff, you could see like, well, his eyes are gone. Like bugs and stuff have like eaten all his like eyes. It's just like hollow mess in here. It's all just death and disgusting. It stinks really bad, and you see like on the bits of his skin that aren't actually just covered in dirt, you see like all the veins and all the like the tiny little blood vessels look all shot and clotted. It looks terrible, and like also he's like laying on his back. He doesn't have gloves on, and when you flip him over, like one of his his arms kind of like fold down to his sides. His hands are relatively clean, and again his hands just look, you see all like the blood vessels in his hands, on his fingers, on the backs of his, the like all right here, it's all like he's very pale guy, like super like white skin, and all it just makes all of his blood vessels and everything just pop that much more, and they're all just black veins. You see, it's really disturbing and disgusting looking.
So could we assume he was like poisoned, possibly?
I don't know if you can. I'm trying to think. Could you assume that? Would that be a maybe give us a? I mean, you can't assume it, but give us like a healing roll. Something sort of like knowledge of like what kind of like give us a healing roll, or either healing or insight.
Survival?
Yeah, something. Give me a roll. You can call it whatever you want.
I can do insight.
Sure.
Please don't do two, but
Do I get a +1 for having Dira with me?
Sure. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you can tell you're like, oh man, this is definitely not natural, and especially with her visions of the past. Oh wow, definitely all the success. You guys can both tell like there's definitely this guy was poisoned somehow. By what exact method you don't know, but this guy definitely doesn't die. You don't see any wounds on him. He's not stabbed anywhere. He doesn't have any perforations. He's just like you can just tell like. This skin condition and his blood vessels, he was definitely poisoned somehow. You don't know what poisoned him. You don't know. I would say like, I mean, you should be more of an outdoorsman. You can't tell if it was an animal bite or something. You don't know, but he got poisoned for sure and he's dead.
Wow.
Okay, perfect. So that means we can raid his body.
Yeah, I was gonna say time to loot the body.
Well, you see, so now he's laying there and he's got like this leather vest on, and like the vest ends here, like at the arms, and he's got like a shirt underneath the his leather armor, and you can tell stuffed into that little crease there under the leather is a small little piece of parchment.
I say, ooh.
Check it out.
So what do you do?
I want to
Read
check
it?
it out. I want to pull it out.
So you reach down. The second you touch it, you feel pain.
I die.
Oh no.
Give us a. I have it queued up here. Give us
Hold on, which one of us touched it?
Yeah, whoever touched. Give us a endurance roll, please. No substitutions. It has to be an endurance roll.
Okay. Dira, did you want to do that, or do you want me to do that?
Dira has to do it because Dira touched it.
I'll do it since I grabbed it. It was nice knowing you all.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Okay, one success. Okay, so real quick here, I'll read the rules out of the book since we've not done that. So, when you're exposed to a contagion or an infection, you need to roll an opposed roll for endurance against the virulence rating of the disease. This is called a sickness roll. A typical disease has a virulence level of 3, which is what this is. But there are diseases that are much higher. This is only a 3. This is like an easy one. If you fail the roll, you fall sick, which has several effects. So an opposed roll, like virulence rating of 3, but they're I'm trying to think if you got a success, but did you need to get 3 successes? That's
I've been in the stalls enough with the animals
Oh,
that I've
yeah.
picked up enough immune system
like
that I
that.
can survive, like, you know.
Okay, it is an
half a
opposed
new-
roll. Okay, it's an
She
opposed
works
roll.
out.
So I need to roll. That's the point. I need to roll. I need to roll since I have this thing has a virulence rating of 3. I get to roll 3d6. That's what it. Okay, I'm like, okay. So I mean, you might be fine. You might be fine. If I roll no successes, then whatever. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna go public mode here. I'm gonna go d6 times 3, and here we go. Oh, okay.
All right, Dira.
Ooh,
Very good.
lucky.
Yeah, so you touch this, and it something you can tell that there's something in this, but you don't. I don't know. Maybe we should have done this first before. Yeah, so you can tell, and you can't tell. I should have. This is our first time doing it. So you just grab this, and you're none the wiser because nothing happened to you. but you can tell that this guy was definitely sick and died of something. So you take out this. Sodira grabs this little piece of parchment, and it's tiny. It's only like this. It's as tiny. It's not like a full sheet of paper. It's this tiny little thing, and it's written on it. It says Largus is the most scandalous traitor in the history of the church. Whoever found this miserable bastard, I hope you die too.
I'm gonna keep that.
It's all bloody and disgusting.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that for somebody.
Now that she has it, does that mean if she comes around us?
Oh, I'm gonna give it to you.
So I'm saying, like, when she comes around us, she touches the same things we touch. All right, do we have to fight off this thing too?
Get to.
Me and Sil, we have immunity against this. We've
Get
been
to.
around it, work it, so.
Yeah, we get to.
Yes, so this person's name is Largus, Largas, and he's a traitor, an epic traitor of the Rust Church.
Interesting. What else does he have on him?
Nothing. Well, okay, so now tell me, okay, so he's on his back, he's got his leather on, he's got his cloak, but like I was saying, when Sil was looking at him in her little vision, when he was walking, there was something about his movement that didn't look natural. But you can't tell. Nothing from what you're looking at him right here, nothing looks unusual. I mean, yeah, he's dead, but there's nothing weird looking about him. He's just a dead guy.
Possessed by something, or something crawled in his body, controlling him? I don't know. Maybe that thing's still in there.
Sil saw in her vision, she saw it looked like under his cloak on his back. It looked like there was.
I want to take his cloak.
You want to take his cloak?
Yeah, it's mine now.
Okay, so tell me how you do that. It's just clasped right here. He's laying on his back, so he's laying on the cloak now, and it's just clasped around like the front of his neck.
Decapitate him. That would be the fastest way to get that cloak off him.
Well,
Of course.
I mean, I'm just saying his body is still laying on the fabric, you know. So if
I
you
guess I lift him up with the board and just finagle it out from under him, because I'm gonna get this cloak no matter what.
okay, so I'm guessing Sil's helping. So the two of you rob this person of his garment, and when you take his cloak off, both of you give me a what is it called? It's a I wasn't expecting this. No. Give me a Oh, okay. It's not an opposed roll. So you guys rip off his cloak. Or you guys take off his cloak and expose his back. Public roll. Oh, yes.
I don't like that.
And when you expand it, you see I rolled one success. So each of you take a damage to your wits. Because when you expose this guy's back, it's all open skin, and he has freaking limbs growing out of his back, hairy, disgusting bat wing limbs that were all tucked into his back.
He has his own mishaps.
Tucked tucked into his back are these like six jointed, like he could, like if he would or could extend these things out, they'd be like 10 feet tall, fully extended, and are like these hairy, knuckled, disgusting, twisted, misgrown appendages that at some point had like, you can tell just the remnants of like bat skin, bat wing kind of, tissue, all disgusting and slimy, and you see like
What sort of abomination is that?
it's horrific.
That's gotta be useful. Let's
And
cut
it-
it off there.
And it reeks, and it reeks disgustingly, and you see all these like bugs like devouring it. You see these little black disgusting bugs, and just you weren't expecting it, and as soon as you rip the cloak off and you see that, and then this wave of disgusting, filthy death like just again assaults your senses. It takes a hit to the wits because it's truly disgusting.
Hit to the wits.
And then, Syl, give me a lore roll.
Makes
It's
me
less,
think about
less
human
likely to
level.
work since I'm down 2 on my wit. So here we go.
You can do it.
Push.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I'm down 3 now on my wits.
Oh, wow.
Don't you have like
I
18 of
did.
those? Yeah, you have a plenty.
I used to have 5. Okay,
Five?
but I got double successes.
Yeah, so you know that some of the Rust brothers, sometimes there are these things called misgrown, and there are these. Apparently, we'll say, yeah, you have successes. You've heard of them before, but you weren't sure if it's legendary or what. Like, there's these Rust brothers or members of the Rust Church that are demonically twisted and misgrown and have all these horrific appendages or abilities or something, and now this is the first time you've seen one, so yeah, you're like, oh, these are misgrown. Like, you've heard of these, and you tell Dira, like, you weren't sure if these were true, but here you have one dead in front of you. It's just disgusting man. So he's like a human.
Start out my explanation here.
Yeah, so he was like, now that you're like
real.
Now that you're like seeing it, well, it's like he was just a human man who at some point got twisted and turned into this man with these disgusting wings for God knows what reason. But yeah, he had these disgusting wing appendages. Horrific. But he was killed for being a traitor. And now he died here in this disgusting little abandoned alleyway. Good times.
What a lonely.
Crazy. Ah,
It's strange. Like, why was he even here in the first place? Oh.
Don't know.
nice.
Very good. Yeah, other than that, he doesn't have anything on him. So you have a cloak
I will
now.
wear this cloak with honor.
That's cool. I like that. Total.
And I will keep
And
my hair dry.
I was gonna say, and you're not gonna clean it on purpose. You're gonna keep.
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
gonna-
gonna make sure that everybody can tell that I got this with dignity.
I
Smells like
don't
that.
think that's dignity. We go to the lake and rinse it off and put it in front of the fire.
No, they're gonna know me before I even arrive.
So I just put it on your character sheet.
As we're walking away, I'm telling Dira, that cloak stinks. You should wash it.
Nice.
I'm
Blo-
just
Everybody's
being
like
proud of
trying to
it.
stay.
Bask in my
I'm-
glory.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? I'm gonna put a little modifier on it because I gave it to you. It's called a bloody black cloak, and I'll say it modifies your
Maybe your ability to scare people
yeah.
by +1.
like what is it, manipulation
Or intimidation.
or yeah? Is there an?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
intimidation,
look.
That sounds good.
I don't think this is
It just
intimidation.
makes people want to vomit.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah.
There's not a. There's not a. Because that's the thing. If you're wearing this disgusting blood-ridden diseased thing, yeah, you'll scare people. So if you're trying to be intimidating, that will work. But if you're trying to like, get a better deal at an inn or something. You know what I mean? There'll be
It was like -1.
it'll,
minus 2.
it's not going to be a +1. It'll be a -1 because it's horrifically disgusting. But yeah, there's not like a
well, is it
intimidation. I'll just say +1
so
manipulation.
Is it written?
No.
Like I'm gonna affect
No.
people anymore. Okay.
Oh, hey.
No. So I think so now if you try to do manipulation, it should give you the option, I believe, of doing yeah. You can get a black bloody cloak. Only if we ever get to this time, then I'll remember that it's only for when you're trying to be ominous, and which you always are, so it'll always work. Okay, very good. You have this disgusting black bloody cloak. And okay, so
Now, is there one of those Rust Brother chains that we should collect from him or not?
you don't need to. There is one.
Oh, okay.
Do you want
I'll
to
leave it then.
Do you want to reach down and grab it?
I think I learned my lesson from Dira in the paper.
Dang it. Okay.
It's one last little crap.
Yeah, there's a Rust Brother chain around his neck if anyone else wants it. But yeah, you look around and you don't see anything else. This guy was his last legs and he finally died here. Poor bastard. All right, so now do you want to continue looking around, or what are we doing now? We'll say as like an hour. We still got basically a whole quarter day here. If you want.
I think I want to go back to the camp and rest since I just annihilated my wits.
Okay. Smart.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So the two you return. I mean, we played this whole thing out, but in reality, that would have not taken that long. So you return, and so I'd say you walk in, Dira, into this community center here with the fire roaring, and Garrick, you see Dira walk in with his cloak.
First, I smell her walk in.
Yeah. Your smell precedes you.
That's awesome. Everybody else make an endurance roll.
Yeah.
Yes. What is that?
What are you wearing?
Come warm yourself by the fire. Imagine maybe they share with us exactly what they did, and maybe with Syl doing that whole what is it?
Looking in the past.
Visions of the past. I'd like to ask her if there's anything she may have noticed that would be helpful to us in like scouting around this place. I don't know. You know what I mean?
She was just looking in that one spot.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
And if for like
Yeah, see, there might be an opportunity for another Visions of the Past when I'm located somewhere else in the town.
yeah, but for just a year, it looks like it was still unoccupied.
You all can tell that just from the way everything looks. This stuff is old, like super old, like real old.
Okay. Well,
but if we want to do like a stronghold here or something like that, it'd probably be good to go further back and see what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It'd have to be. Oh, you could not save cast and try to do
Yeah.
3, right? But maybe now's not the time. Their wits all destroyed. I don't know. Does that play into?
True. And we got to get going to catch the full moon.
We'll just take note of this place and head on out. Assume it's still snowing out.
Mm-hmm.
Windy.
It will be snowing all day until midnight at least. That's when I re-roll.
Do we want to... When it's noon?
It's a little afternoon, yeah.
Okay. wonder if we wanted to stay here till tomorrow. I don't know.
You haven't had any kind of hits from your Edgar or anything else that show any kind of signs of activity at all around here. It's like an abandoned. It's some abandoned ruin of a village.
Then maybe we finish checking if there's supplies we could use to help Yawam, or any loot for ourselves, and then we just get back on the boat.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See what those guards are. If they found anything, found some more wood.
They've been like I said, subsistence, getting like the kindling and the wood around here to keep the fire going, not like to provide shipment for industrial grade production. They're just they're basically like tending to the camp. We're calling this little improv little shelter here a camp, basically, and they're keeping that going while you guys adventure around. So Dorian's asleep, Dira's crashing, right? You're gonna sleep till evening and rest up. Syl,
Me as well.
okay, so Syl's out. So Garrick, if Marcus is just going to be on the boat the whole time, then what are you going to do?
Keep watch.
Probably.
It might be necessary. I imagine I'd stay there watching over.
Okay. Yeah, then give us a keep watch. And you can do a +1 since you have your companion.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Does the boat have plenty of quarters? I mean, to sleep in. I mean, or maybe not. I don't know.
I haven't really decided how big I want that thing to be.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Because in the player's guide, in the gear chapter 9, there is also a table for means of transportation. There's a rowboat. A rowing boat costs 15 silver, costs 20 wood, takes 2 days to build, and it can carry 4 people and 50 items. Or the only other boat listed, there's a canoe, which is a tiny thing. So there's a tiny canoe, a rowing boat, and then there's a bigger one, a sailing boat. Those are 4 gold. They take a week to build. They can carry 6 people and 200 items. So I'm guessing, I didn't understand that when I was describing what he was using. So I'm saying that Yawam has 2 sailing boats, and you guys are on one of those. So technically it can carry 6 people. We're just going to say that's good enough for now. But I'm fine with maybe creating something that's like kind of in between that. But it says, it can carry 6 people and 200 items. I don't know about calling it resting in there or not. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, there's actual listed out mechanical vessels. Of course there are. So you did a keep watch. Well, nothing going on. And as the hours go on, so we'll just fast forward to the darkness now, and so as the darkness comes down, everyone's rested now, and healed up for sure. Heal up if you need, and the guys have just been coming and going, kind of keeping the fire going, dropping stuff off. So it's been a nice, warm little camp out you've been doing while everyone heals up.
Imagine those guys need a rest now, maybe.
Yeah, we'll say that they've supplied enough for at least for tonight.
I'd like to ask him, hey, you guys find anything?
We've just been getting enough wood and looking around. This place is a strange place and ruins. It's old. This place gives me the creeps, though.
Right. Me too. Take off tomorrow.
Yeah, if we make it through the night.
Yeah. like pitch black to where.
Yeah,
You just
exactly,
come out at
exactly.
night. Oh, shit. Imagine people keep sleeping through the night, or you want to get up, or
I could take a turn keeping watch since I was just asleep.
Okay. One of the guys can stay up with you, Syl.
figure I'll go to sleep now.
Okay. Mark is just going to sleep out on the boat.
Sleep with the horses.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring him in, or do you want to stay out on the boat in the darkness?
Oh wow, my keep watch failed.
Ooh.
I'm gonna bring him
That's not good.
Okay, hang on.
little hut of the boat.
And it has 2 banes, so I'm really not going to push it.
Okay. Marcus, what are you going to do with the horses?
I'm gonna bring him into the housing portion,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna have him curl up and lay in between them.
Oh.
Okay. So, like, right outside the building where they're all at, you mean?
We're gonna be on the boat, but we're gonna be within, like, the housed portion of the boat.
The housed
Apparently,
portion.
Marcus is determining the size and the craft of this boat.
Or is the boat that big or
And how
small?
big his kitchen should be.
Trying to think.
Because I mean, we could take 2 horses and.
I'm going to say, no, you can't sleep on the boat. Not
All right,
this.
fine.
Just, I'm trying to think of, like, how big do I want this? Yeah, I can hold a bunch of stuff, but no, you can't. There's not, like, living quarters on the boat. It's not like it's a sailing boat. I don't
He
know.
could probably arrange stuff so that he's at a comfortable angle, like being in a recliner.
Yeah, but that would be like, find a spot, like how you guys can just curl up on the ground somewhere and find a good spot to sleep. That it would be like that, which is fine. But like automatically being able to rest and just have a permanently made camp that you never have to roll because you have a portable house, that'd be like, no.
It seems
But
like
then, while everyone else was doing everything else, I set up camp.
That's fair. I mean, this structure was already the camp, but yeah, if you want to, so you set up a little camp and everything like at the boat.
Yeah, at the water's edge,
Okay.
so that I can.
A little beach stay.
Mm.
No, that's
Kind
fine.
of just bow.
got his umbrella.
Yeah, so Marcus is post, and we'll say one of the guys is with you, Marcus. So the other guy was doing that, and the other guy was with you, and you have the 2 horses, and you're just like beach tripping here on the shores of Falender or whatever. Okay. So now it's evening. So Syl's awake with one other guy, and then do all you guys just want to like sleep through the night and just wake up in the morning?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
At least.
Give us a keep watch roll, Syl.
Oh, she.
I already did, and it failed.
Oh, that's right, you failed. Okay. So what happens? How do you die? How do you die?
No.
No.
Not you in particular. All of us.
Yeah. Keep watch fails. So it's like all these things that you don't notice because you failed keeping watch. Okay, yeah, you failed. That's fine. You don't notice anything. So now we'll fast forward to midnight. So now everyone's rested. I mean, Syl, you're fine to staying up all night if you want. Do you want to just keep staying up since you slept?
I guess.
You don't have to.
Well, I don't want to get sleepy later.
True.
Well, I guess if we get back on the boat, I could try to rest on the boat. Okay, I could do another keep watch for the second half of the night.
If you want, yeah. Go for it.
Is there a second person up with me?
Yeah, the other guy, he'll stay up with you.
Okay. Modifier +1.
Am I all healed up now?
Yeah, you're all healed up.
I failed
Okay.
again.
Wow, look at all. You're like Marcus rolling for camp.
Sure, I was trying to.
I'll just go with a fail this time. I've got plenty of willpower.
I was muted, but I was trying to say that I would change the guard. Like I'd wake up and help out if needed.
Okay. I mean, she hasn't. So give us a keep watch then, if you want to be up.
Is it too late?
No, we'll just say she didn't roll.
Okay.
Much better.
Very
Half
good.
as many dice, and he succeeds.
Yeah, so it's a quiet night, though. There's nothing going on. Not a whisper to be made. You don't hear any animals. You don't hear anything on the water. You don't hear any fish jumping. You don't hear anything. It's like a tomb in this place. It's extremely quiet. Just the snow's coming down. And, oh yeah, my turn. Four. Ooh, nice. And it keeps coming down.
Starts picking up.
All right. Well, that's just good because then, like, everyone will have to do an endurance roll now, not just all of you. Okay. So yeah, it's another quiet evening. Nothing going on. Morning breaks. The morning.
I can imagine it's like some inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
by
Now it's like it's been like kind of it never warmed up. So yeah, now there's like accumulation of snow on the ground. You guys all kind of wake up in the morning and yeah, it's white on the ground outside now. Not tons, but it's got a little bit of accumulation for sure.
Nice.
Do we scout the ground, see if there are any animal tracks?
Sure. And you see yeah, you come out and you see some sort of dog. You see some sort of paws. A few of them.
They're all wolves.
Another animal to add to the clan.
Yeah. Who wants to advance Beastmaster, or whatever it is, Master the Beast?
Anyone who wants to eat, now would be a good time, so as to not go hungry.
Yep. So we don't want to take apart any structures or whatever for wood.
All the wood
now.
here is rotten and garbage.
Yeah.
This is all ancient stuff that you're surprised it's even standing. This is just all weather-beaten, destroyed, rotten stuff from at least how far back in time did you look? A year? Oh, she looked a year back. I mean, this stuff's...
Yeah, 1 year.
This stuff is old and decrepit and rotten. There's nothing... And now the Dira and Syl kind of scouted around this place and looked. Everything in here is rotten. It's not good for anything.
Mm.
Burn this place down, start new,
Yeah.
sell it off, real estate. Yeah, I wonder if there's I guess making a stronghold here, but I mean, starting with a very dirty, beat up stuff.
Hey, you guys see the map? You see? I wonder if the river going past the hollows. You see how, like, you circle down around here, there's forest? I wonder if that could be a good source for wood.
Well, like I was telling you at Amber's Peak, you can see a large forest to your south.
Hmm.
Like when you're up, you can tell.
Oh,
To the south,
okay.
there's a forest. It's far away. You can't tell exactly how far, but like in all of the,
Oh.
when you're just like looking around, like, you can see very far in the distance, that's the closest is that way.
Which way is south?
Which way is south? What?
The lower part of the map.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay,
the forest
okay.
that you're pointing
No,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sou-
when
south is
I thought you
down.
said-
North is up.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's what I assumed. But when you said south, your cursor went left for a moment.
Oh, I'm clicking and dragging the map around with like holding the right mouse button.
Yeah, I was like, is this map oriented
Yes.
some weird way?
You're south. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's cool. We should have. I mean, I totally want to get to the hollows and see the full moon too. But maybe after that, we can like take this, split here and go south.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
That'd be fun.
All right, you're all fed. Where are we going? What are we doing?
It's midnight, right?
No, it's morning now.
Oh, it's morning. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I said we get on the boat and head out.
I agree. Yeah, let's get going.
We have to dust off some.
Yeah, so you guys take your parting looks here, and it's kind of like this place is a mystery, really. I mean, Dira is certain that, and she would, kind of told you what else. There's definitely some sort of Asleans were here, some kind of them. You can just tell there's like horse people. There's just something about the place you can tell, but that was very long ago. Whatever happened here, who knows? But there was some destruction. These buildings didn't just, this one you're in was damaged. You can just tell it was an intentional break-in into this place that you guys, but the details are lost to time or lost to you anyway. Like, you don't know what's going on here, but whatever it was a long time ago. It's just a kind of a creepy ruin at this point.
Put a pin in it.
Put a pin in it.
Now, I wonder if we went back and talked to the Galdanes or Brady or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if they know like their kind of history of their people or something.
Great point.
No,
I mean,
Yeah.
That's a great point. Oh yeah, here. Well, yeah, we'll say you.
I'll have to ask them.
We'll give you the credit on this one here. We'll say you, because you did spend a whole. We'll say you scouted this place here, and you scouted this place. Oops. And you scouted this place here. So yeah, you guys have uncovered some new territory for sure. Okay, so now all back aboard the boat. So you launch off and continue on, and we'll just say, because I can't actually put you on the river, so this can count as one spot because it's like right on the river. So here's one, and I'm guessing you're just going to continue down. So now here, you're on the river. Well, I'll just put you here. That's fine too. So now it's noon. Everyone give me an endurance roll, please, because now you've been away from the fire sources. You're on the river. Endurance roll. Marcus doesn't have to give one because he was just in fire again.
Oh, yes.
Syl. Again.
Yeah.
Syl and Dira again.
Man.
Gosh, it's
Okay.
just the luck of the dice, but apparently.
All right.
Ah,
So both of you are now cold, and you take one strength and wits.
of course. Why not?
They can't be heated by a torch. It
No.
has to be a fire, yeah.
Torches are for light. They're not for heat. I mean, you could set something else on fire with a torch, sure, but you're not going to be sitting there with a torch and like, No. That's like trying to warm yourself up with a Bic lighter. It's like, it's not going to happen.
I need to hire somebody to be my personal heater.
If only you had like a cart that you could throw throw a some great furs on, and then just carry this cart with you all throughout your adventures, and have everything you need at all times.
Matter that I have great fur.
That
Where's
sounds
Tulip?
wonderful, Mike. Thank you for the idea.
If only you could just have everything you ever need right at your beck and call at all times. That'd be so much more convenient.
Where's Tulip at this point?
At Amber's
She was-
I
Peak.
think we left
Oh,
her.
she would have been nice to snuggle up with, huh?
Last time I had great furs, I did way worse.
That's
So,
right.
I'm
That's what I
not-
remember too. Like that wasn't really helping.
No, it did not. I didn't have any luck with it. So,
Is
yeah.
would there be
mine
any
did-
opportunity? I mean, I don't think I even have stuff to do it, but as we're going on this river trying to fish or something, or trying to capture some animals, I guess it's just hunting, right?
Well, fishing is its own. It's like hunting. It's a 6-hour thing you do. You spend time fishing, and you can get food for sure. You can do that.
Not path of the water, path of the forest.
No, it's just It's in the travel thing.
Yeah.
There's fish right next to the bottom right. There's fish.
Oh wow.
If you want to do that, you can do that. All right. So now you guys get down here. It's noon, and you see a fork in the river. Because you guys have been going downstream. Maybe it's a sailboat. Maybe I'll say that for kind of slowing you down. See, because look, the river kind of begins up at Amber's Peak, as you can just tell by the map, and then it kind of feeds in. So this huge lake you guys were at, there's kind of 2 feeders that you can tell. There's like something from the west, the hills there, and then also Amber's Peak. Those 2 feed into this huge lake, and then that lake continues down this river where you've been going. So you guys have been going downstream. Do you see that? And then
Nice, yeah.
And then the hollows, also right at the mountains. There's at some point you haven't uncovered it, but just logically it tells you at some point upstream of the hollows is the source, and the hollows water is flowing downstream west to east. Okay, and then the 2 right here converge and then continue on somewhere down there. So that's going downstream. Okay, so now that's how I'll say that will dictate your flow. So now, if you guys are going to be sailing upstream, you guys are only going to be going. So if you're going to stay on the water here and try to sail upstream, you're going to go 1 hex per quarter day because you're going upstream now instead of down.
Oh wow.
So you're not floating down the river. Now you guys will be. I mean, you can still do it, but it's just going to be slower because you're going to be going upstream. But you can see downstream, it continues on. It continues roughly. Well, you can't tell, but you're at a fork in the river.
So would it be faster to go on land versus going upstream? About the
Yes,
same.
it'd be faster
Ooh.
because there's no current on the land opposing your motion, and it's all just flat grassland.
We can't
Maybe,
pack
yeah.
the wood with us if we go by land, though.
But are we looking to get wood from the hollows?
There is no wood at the hollows.
Yeah. See, that's it. That's the thing. Is like we want to go to Hollows to catch the.
The hollows
festival.
was for the midnight event thing that was happening in the
Yeah.
full moon, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 days away from it
but-
being a
but-
full moon.
But going, taking the fork here and going south. That's what we want to do to get to the forest.
Basically,
Maybe we
yes.
should, stash
Would
our
the full
boat here
moon
at the
thing
jump-
come around the following month?
What's that again?
That event that the other lady was hinting at about the full moon, would it happen again the following month?
You have it written down, right? One of you wrote down the little what she was reading off the plaque or whatever. So one of you wrote it down. I can find it, but I'd have to kind of look for it.
You can check conversation with me.
One of you guys wrote it down,
I know it's in the
or it's in the chat in the Discord.
chat. Oh, here it is. The road to Pola's last resting place is shown at the midnight hour of the full moon.
That sounds like
Doesn't
it's.
this-
I mean, that sounds like it's in perpetuity because I mean that was written a long time ago.
Okay. So if we want to go south this time, that might make more sense since we have the boat and we're looking for wood. And we've got Yawlin's 2 guys with us. They probably don't care about that full moon path thing.
That's true.
Do we think if we stash the boat, like here
Be safe.
at the fort, that nobody would touch it
Yeah.
Not counting on it.
for like
I'd like to believe
Several-
that.
We've been here though. We've been here before, so can't we move twice within a 6-hour day?
Yeah, on land. But we'd have to ditch the boat, right?
So to go 2 hexes towards the hollows, you'd have to get on land because you can't go 2 hexes going upstream. You can continue downstream 2 hexes. I mean, you have to do a keep watch and whatever lead the way sailing wise. I'm not making you do lead the way because you guys have already been on all this water before. But to go to the new hexes, you'd have to do a lead the way. But you can still go 2 hexes because you're still going downstream.
Is this not downstream?
Is what not downstream?
Going to
The
hollow.
direction we're going.
You guys are going downstream now. I'm just saying if you turn west and head up to the hollows on water, that's going upstream. If you continue going south, that's the way the river's flowing, that's downstream.
I guess the big question is, do we want to go to the hollows right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was kind of our whole intent. Well, that and looking for wood, but since we're so close, let's hit the hollows and then we can go continue looking for
We can
wood.
get a hint for wood while we're there.
Oh yeah. Talk to some people. Maybe we should just go a little slower and take the boat with us. So
Yeah,
maybe
because
at the
then we can
hollows
have
we
the
still leave.
faster speed when we leave the hollows.
That's
Mm.
true.
I mean, it's the
True.
same speed.
Well, but when we're going downstream on our way back.
Oh, it would be the same speed as on land.
Yeah. 2 hexes
Yeah.
on open terrain and 2 hexes on water. It's the same speed.
But
Oh,
if there's
okay.
something large we want to acquire or take with us from the hollows, we'd have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
boat.
yeah.
To get to the hollows from here, it would be faster on land.
Yeah.
I'm just,
but could we make it in 5 days?
well, yeah, 2
We took
hexes.
the boat? Yeah.
Oh, if you took the boat, it would be 1 quarter
1 per
day,
day.
2 quarter day, 3 quarter day.
Ah,
You know what I mean? You'd get there in a day on water.
ah. Well, heck, and we've got 5 days?
Yeah, you got
until-
a lot of time.
Oh, dang, maybe we have time to go south, get wood, and then come back. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I say we go to hollows first, or we take the boat going upstream. That way, if there's something that we want to pick up, we have the boat to put it on,
Yeah,
and then we don't have to worry about it stashing and someone breaking into or stealing it or whatever.
Yeah.
sure.
That's my
Yeah,
vote.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So you see the fork in the water and you turn, and it's much more slow going. But you
Imagine we're
make
like
a way.
tacking.
Yeah,
I
kind
mean,
of.
it is the sailboat. We're tacking into.
Yeah,
it.
you're kind. Exactly. You're kind of cutting back and forth. Parts of the river are really wide and fast. Others it narrows down, but you have enough room to maneuver this craft upstream. You only get a few miles though, and it's super slow going, and darkness falls again.
This is where we need your weather die to say exactly what direction the wind is.
Yeah,
If it's blowing upstream, we'd be golden.
it doesn't actually do that. It just says if there's a lot of wind or not.
Hey, can make a little chart, a little diagram. Your
It's
wind
true.
direction. That'd be cool.
Okay, humidity, cloud.
So with the yeah, dude, that's awesome. Forbidden. Uh, me- meteorology. No.
Climatology, or
So I assume when it gets dark, we want to like head to shore and park it for the night, right?
You don't have to.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
We
travel in the
just keep going.
travel in the dark.
Ooh, but then how is that for sailing on land? We have to make some sort of roll, don't we?
What?
For traveling in the dark,
Yeah. You have to make a move roll.
or have torches.
Yeah, or spark up light.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, but then there could be river hazards or something.
It's the same as trying to move on water
Yeah.
or on land, like journeying in the dark.
I love how we instantly go to all the minutia that like, dude, it's not that we're not that detailed. Just calm down. Yeah, let's keep going through the night, huh? What do you guys think?
are there some people who are cold?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh
Maybe
shoot.
cold?
And maybe we do need to go to shore to make a fire, make camp.
They have to once you're cold, you have to roll it again every day. So, and this is only a once per day re-roll on these. So they'll have to roll for cold again next at noon tomorrow.
Ah, we're good. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go through.
man. There's gotta
With
be.
all the sailing, was I able to get a rest so I could recover from my last being cold? Or at least the strength and wits?
I don't
Yeah,
think.
you
No,
do that
you can't recover anything when you're cold.
Okay.
You can rest and not be sleepy, but you can't recover any of your attributes until you warm up.
Okay.
But I mean, the last time you were cold, you already recovered everything.
Yeah, you guys were all
This time
fully
not.
healed up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if that's what you were talking about still. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, who's sailing? Probably Marcus. So I figure I'd light a torch and go up front, kind of like scouting the way or something as we try to navigate the river at night.
Okay, give us a
and
torch
look for
roll.
any log hazards or. I haven't rolled for a torch in a while.
Okay, so Garrick has lit the way as best he can, and yeah, give us a
Lead the way.
lead the way roll, please. Whoever's the sailors.
Oh, Sailor does that.
Well, it augments it on the water when you lead the way.
Yeah,
Should,
I'm level 2.
Yeah.
Marcus should do that. Let's put your character on. Lead the way. Dorian. Good night.
Oh,
Jeez.
dude, what are the odds?
Yes.
What are the odds?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
It's
I really,
Wits!
I really messed myself up there, but
between
I
now and
made
next session, it all resets, doesn't it?
Ooh,
Is that how-
man.
No.
Why did you hurt
Three
your?
wits.
How did you hurt yourself so bad? What was going on with you? 3 wits
Sleepy.
damage. Damn. What did you do to yourself?
so I was leading the way, and I was taking care of everything, but I also wasn't sure about myself, so I was like second guessing it, and I just kept going. What if this happened? And I caused myself like mental damage in
They're gonna feel.
second guessing.
They're gonna find out I'm a
everything I was
fraud.
doing.
They're gonna find out I'm a
Yeah.
fraud. Like I'm not a real
Yeah,
sailor.
basically.
I like it. I mean, you played yourself then because you actually succeeded. Okay. So do you want to continue? So now it's midnight. I think all of you should be tired by now, right?
Yes.
All of you, because
Yeah,
some of you woke up at 6. Screw it. This is crazy. It's cold out. It's snowy. You guys are like traveling in the dark. You're all tired now. Make it so. All of you are sleepy. This is
Sleepy.
because you're pushing it when like, yeah, you're sailors, but this is all new. You're in the snow. You're in the dark. All kinds of things you're not supposed to be doing.
Dude,
So
the idea of
it's
sailing
exhausting.
into the wind, up river in the
Yeah.
night sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying. It'd be so much work.
Forbidden lands, which is it's normal. Everybody does it.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah, once you get tired, right? Once
Does
you,
that count as a forced march?
if you go one more, I'm trying to.
Is that a experience leveling up?
Okay, so you can hike.
Yeah.
You can hike for 2 of the 4 quarter days without a problem. If you need to, you can push yourself on hike for a third quarter of the day. That means you all have to do an endurance roll. But see, that's because you're walking. You're like physically moving. You're trying to like walk. You guys are sailing. So I wouldn't make you actually. You're not really doing a forced march. You're just moving in darkness.
Okay.
And then for traveling in the darkness, because there's rules for that too. Traveling in the darkness is dangerous. Everyone in the group without night vision must make a scouting roll. Failure means they fall and take a point of damage. That's for like if you're on foot, but you're sailing. Okay, so you want to continue on? Do you want to move on one more?
Sure.
Push it real well. So now, again with the roll, please lead the way. Break yourself.
That's
Give us another torch roll too, please.
Or do you want me to do it? Marcus, lead the way. I
I
could take over.
let's see if I can break myself. See if we can make it bad.
There's torches.
Very good.
Oh. So I still have 3 wits. Although lead the way, I wonder what that takes.
You have
Oh, yeah.
sailor too, don't you, George?
Yeah.
Lots
yeah.
of you do.
Yeah, and I have way more wits than you do. Here, I'll roll it.
I bet you do.
Good word.
Oh, I think that was like a couple people.
Okay, well, successes all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys crawl your way up and slowly make it. And
We adapted to the night.
you did. You guys gained a little experience like sailing in the darkness at night. Up into the morning.
Nice.
You guys are all tired at 6 in the morning. You're getting hungry.
I'll park it on shore, maybe. And
You're like 1 hex away. You turn to your north and you can see the town that you were just at. You went around the outside, as they say. So do you want to get off here or do you want to keep going? You're already tired? Almost. Not yet. You guys can just rest when you get to the hollows, right?
yeah, never could. Might as well. Let's go one more.
I'm
Let's
not saying you can. I'm just saying I could see why you would think that.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we need to? We need to eat
maybe
something.
Maybe we should stay outside.
Yeah,
the
you
hollows
should. You should eat something.
composure.
It's time to eat if you don't want to become hungry as well. I'm just trying to get you every condition possible.
Yes. Yes.
Hungry, sleepy,
So-
cold, tired, diseased, whatever.
Dude, it's so true.
Am I fully healed?
Are you what? Why were you hurt? Oh, your wits?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you haven't slept.
Yeah, but I rested.
When?
leading the way.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
But not this last time.
Yeah, not since
Ooh.
As a
then.
level
Not
level
That's
2
interesting.
sailor, leading the way counts as constant, and I didn't hurt myself at all.
Oh.
Even if you fail?
yeah, that's
That's like
true.
Right.
Is
That's
it the
right.
chicken or the egg? That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you're rested and you're healed. You're good to go.
Wow.
Well done, Marcus.
Way to
No,
go.
that's good. So everyone's eating.
Wait to read.
Need Dira and Marcus to eat if you want to eat, or you can go hungry.
So we all ate. Are we gonna park here? Or are we gonna go to the Hollows?
Well, given that the Hollows is that place with that the creepy ring the bell before you go outside, otherwise you'll get sucked underground, let's sleep outside of there. Outside of the range of that craziness.
That's a good.
All right.
idea.
So you want to lead the way? Do we need to lead the way to go one more, or you already did?
Or do we want to stay right here?
Whatever you want.
Don't matter to me.
Maybe we'll stay right here.
Call it here. So do you want to
Yeah.
do you want to stay on the water, or we're just gonna stop the game here?
Yeah, maybe we'll go to shore and stop the game here.
Yeah,
Maybe do
'cause
we have
we
to
need to
make
build a
camp?
fire and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, to help someone's cold condition.
I mean
Yeah, me and Vera.
that'd be a setup camp that takes 6 hours to make camp.
Yeah. Eh.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that.
No, we have to do that. Yeah. That's what we got to do.
Okay, well then here I'll fast forward us to noon. Good, give us a make camp roll.
Can you do that, Marcus? I feel like you can't.
Yeah.
Look at all those.
Still got it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's a skill. It's a skill. Take these 35 dice and don't roll a 6. Okay, watch. That is amazing. With 1.
Ooh, hey, no bands.
Good word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. You rolled 18 die and got 1 6. That's skill.
Right?
That is skill.
Oh yeah, you're all healed. That's right.
Amazing. Okay, yeah. So you make camp. The fire's going. You guys are gonna have to sit by the fire for a bit to actually thaw out. But the fire is made. Camp is made. It's noon, and you guys are on your way to the Hollows to see what's going on with some sort of event in the full moon, which is 1, 2, 3 days away from now.
I feel like
Oh,
we're
good.
traveling.
We get to rest now.
We'll
Yeah, probably should.
we'll just say the camp's made, the fire is made, and we're just gonna pause it there, and we'll continue on. We'll figure out what we're gonna do from here next time.
Nice.
Sound good?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job, everyone. Good job. Good job.
Burning Man. Or...
All because they unintentionally discovered this under the fog of war. All of a sudden, you guys wanted to go check it out. Okay, so we'll do.
I think it was awesome.
No, that's cool. It's like one of those. Oh, look at that. Just like, oh, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I like exploring the ancient destroyed villages. That's cool.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Okay. Where am I at here? Journal.
I am XP.
Okay, here we go. Leveling up. Did you participate? Yes. All of you get 1. Did you go to a new hex? Yes. That's all of you get 2. Venture site? No. Monsters? No. Treasure? Function? Pride? Dark secret? Risk life? Perform an extraordinary action? No. All of you got 2 XP for this session. And a disgusting, bloody, black cloak.
What's the
That's
adventure
still safe?
site?
What's that?
That's not an adventure site?
No.
Oh, okay.
Adventure sites have
Does
those
the,
have those cool maps. with like locations and NPCs and plots and stuff. That's just a site. It's mentioned in the lore briefly, but it's not an adventure site. If it was an adventure site, I would have loaded it up and we would have had this map to look at and all that.
Okay.
There's a few spots on the map that have that kind of stuff where it's anyway, yeah, it's not an adventure site.
Does the contagion count as risking your life?
No. Risking your life means there was something crazy that you knew about and you decided to do. This was just like, oh, oops, I almost died. I didn't even... She shouldn't even have known that she was doing that because she passed the roll.
Right. Okay.
All right, you
so
guys.
2 experience.
Yeah, 2 XP for everyone, and you guys are en route to the Hollows. You'll be there soon, unless something crazy happens.
Yes.
And it's still snowing.
Yes, and it's still snowing.
Good night.
All right, you guys, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much. Good job,
Yeah,
everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Yes. We'll see you next time. Oh, what's that?
Julie, did you say that like next Friday?
Oh,
Had
yeah.
Something going on, or
Somebody's out next Friday.
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll touch
All right.
base.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.